Going to try Spider-Man: No Way Home movie explorer. 1 week after Quentin Beck's assaults in Europe and framing that is subsequent of for his murder, Spider-Man's civilian identity as Peter Parker is uncovered to your world. Parker and MJ flee to his apartment, reuniting along with his aunt, Might and Happy Hogan. With the apartment enclosed by the Department of Damage Control, Parker, MJ, Aunt May, and Ned Leeds tend to be interrogated, but fundamentally introduced at no cost, with Peter's title being ultimately cleared by using Matt Murdock. Parker, MJ, and Leeds return to 12th grade, however their institution programs are denied. Because of the conflict this is certainly current. Parker consults with Stephen Strange into the Sanctum Sanctorum, asking him to throw an enchantment which will make individuals forget he's Spider-Man. The enchantment anyway, despite Wong's warning of the consequences that would be incurred. Odd casts. However, the spell is damaged when Peter's constantly requirements which are changing it. Unusual then berates Peter after discovering that Peter didn't even make an effort to contact the MIT acceptance board before arriving at him to request a spell. This is certainly potentially universe-ending. Parker would go to the Alexander Hamilton Bridge and tries to convince an MIT administrator to accept Leeds and MJ's applications. Suddenly, the bridge is attacked by Otto Octavius, whom rips Parker's nanotechnology from their iron spider suit, causing it to connect together with his tentacles being technical. Upon finding that this is simply not the Peter Parker he previously formerly battled, Octavius has actually their robotic arms disabled by the nanotechnology before being grabbed and placed in a cell. This is certainly holding the Sanctum Sanctorum alongside Kurt Connors, who has been captured by Unusual. Strange reveals that their spell has actually begun every person that is bringing each part of the multiverse, just who knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man, into their globe. With the help of MJ and Leeds, Parker chooses to help capture every other feasible visitors. They look for and capture Max Dillon and Flint Marko. Elsewhere, Norman Osborn is recovered after visiting a FEAST building assistance. This is certainly seeking. Strange really wants to send the villains back to their universes that are respective, satisfy their particular fates. Nonetheless, Parker wants to heal and help them before sending them back order to stop their particular deaths that are fated. He frees them and confines Odd within the mirror dimension after a battle that is brief, taking the villains to Happy's apartment. Parker successfully cures Octavius simply by using Stark Industries technology to restore his inhibitor that is broken processor chip. Whenever treatments tend to be created for Osborn and Dillon, the Green Goblin image gets control of Osborn before the treatment can be administered. Goblin then manipulates Dillon into eliminating these devices that Parker put him, and, despite the best efforts of Parker and Octavius, one other four escape on him to heal. In the battle this is certainly ensuing, May is critically injured because of the Goblin, with Parker unable to conserve her as she succumbs to her wounds. MJ and Leeds unintentionally discover ways to start portals, making use of Strange's sling ring, which they used in an effort to find Parker, but alternatively summon an alternate Peter Parker from the world that is different. An effort that is next through another option. Leeds and MJ find their Parker, who is comforted by MJ after discovering of May's demise. He then fulfills one other Spider-Man, whom share unique stories of losing family members and encourage him to battle in May's honor. They cooperate on treating the villains which are remaining. Appeal them to your Statue of Liberty. Leeds and MJ shield the bind. This is certainly initialed by Odd, given that Spider-Men battle their particular enemies collectively. Given that three struggle, that is Spider-Men, they opt to prepare a matched attack in the villains. They've been later joined by Octavius. In addition, they have the ability to beat and heal Connors, Dillon, and Marko following a fight. This is certainly Long Dillon reconciling together with his universe's Spider-Man, and it is encouraged to abandon his villainous tendencies. Leeds accidentally frees Odd through the mirror dimension, which seizes control over the spell and works to protect the world that is existing. The obstacles begin to break down between your other universes. Meanwhile, an enraged Parker fights and overpowers the Goblin, intending to eliminate him in vengeance for May's demise, but he's stopped short by the Parker from Goblin's universe. Just for the second, becomes stabbed from behind by the Goblin. Parker then injects Goblin using the remedy, restoring him to a regretful Osborn. Peter and MJ confess their particular love for every single various other and share a kiss that is passionate. The enchantment officially starts. The enchantment, delivering the alternate Spider-Men and their villains back to their particular universes, which makes everybody forget Parker's existence to avoid further catastrophe, and also at Parker's request, odd fixes. Later on, Parker tries to reintroduce himself to MJ and leads, but discovers himself unable to get it done. Parker visits May's grave, joined by Happy, now oblivious to his identity, and vows to continue. Parker produces a suit. This is certainly new scratch to resume his separate heroics. The universe displaced Eddie Brock and his symbiote companion Venom sit at a bar and talk with the bartender about other superhumans while the blip in a mid-credits scene. The duo is swiftly transported back to their world by Strange's enchantment, unconsciously leaving a part of the symbiote in the countertop while pondering just how to protect this new world. Hear the movie ending. Thanks for watch.